So when graphing a function like y equals x plus 3, I think some people get tripped up because there is no value being shown in front of the x. So it's remembering, or actually you writing in the value that is really being represented in front of the x. And in that case, it's going to be y equals 1x plus 3. So maybe that would be helpful to rewrite it. And now from here, we can start to use this information. We can graph it one of two ways. We can remember that this is our y-intercept value, so that when you come over here, 1, 2, 3, and that would be 1 point. So that number right there is actually already being represented as a point. Here is the slope. Now, I think, again, what starts to trip people up is the idea that it's a whole number. And for some reason, the whole number 1, just where do I go from there? That could be 3 over 3. That could be 5 over 5. The easiest one to me would be to say 1 over 1. And what that's telling you is for every 1 jump up, you're going to the right 1. So positive up, positive to the right. So from this point, it's now giving you direction. Go up 1 jump up and 1 jump over and make your new point. And now you have a line being represented. Some aren't super comfortable all the time with that yet. You will get more comfortable because that will be a way of really graphing them. The other way we can always jump back to is setting up a table. And what I mean by setting up a table is actually saying, okay, if I pick an x, because it's independent, you can put whatever you want in. So if I pick a 0, 1 times 0, that's just 0. 0 plus 3, oh, that will just give me a 3. So when x is 0, y will be 3. Pick any other number you want. 2, 7, -1, whatever you'd like. I'm going to go with 1, keep it simple. Now add down that 3, 4. So when this was a 1 and I did the work, it gave me 4. These are now my ordered pairs. All right, that's all they are. Kind of want to look at them differently. So we go 0, 3. Oh, that was the y-intercept like the last time. And then 1, 4. Oh, look at that. The other point's formed. It's basically the same line. It's going in a positive direction, which I knew it should because the slope was a positive number. So when you have any really equation and you've got something like -2x minus 4, again, here's your slope. Here's your y-intercept. Apologize for that. Here's your y-intercept because it's a -4. That whole thing represents the y-intercept. I would literally go on the y line and go down 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. And then I'm really done with that information. And now I'm just focusing here. The number being multiplied by x is a -2. I'm going to write that as a fraction because slopes that are in fraction are a little bit easier to work with as we're still learning about them. It is a negative. You can put the negative here. You can put the negative in front. You can put the negative on the bottom. I would highly suggest keeping it up top. I think that would be helpful as we're just starting out, because then you just keep the same process going for yourself. Because it's a negative, it's going to go down, positive, right. So remember, the denominator is the left-right movement versus the numerator, which is the up-down movement. So this is going to go down 2, 1, 2. It's not a point yet. It's just our first movement. So down 2, and then over 1, and then we've got our line, which I just double check, and it's going in a negative direction. It should be fairly steep because it is a whole number that's higher than 1. Hopefully that helps a little more. Definitely let me know if you still have questions.